Hello YouTube, this is Patrick 4902 Media, and today I'm here to talk about DJI Mini 2. I got this a couple of months ago, so I've been playing around with it. Not really used it that much, but I've actually used it on a paid job, believe it or not, and it does the job quite well. I'm here to answer a question. Is the DJI really a beginner drone? As a beginner myself, never flown a drone. I'm not into gaming at all. I don't even have a console in the house. I don't play games on my phone, in the house, or any games really that involve anything like that. So I was a bit worried when I first got the DJI Mini 2 because I never owned a drone, never flown a drone. The only taste of a drone that I ever had was these little quadcopters that just zoom about like they're just too crazy, just too powerful, hard to control. That kind of put me off from getting a drone because I thought, if I can't fly a little drone, how am I going to fly something that's more expensive? Because this is like 400 pounds on its own. If you buy it as a Flymo combo, like I did, you're looking at about 500 pounds. So I just went for it and got it because I really needed a drone, and I didn't want to pay anyone to fly the drone because I thought, if I get somebody to do it for me, I'll always have to depend on somebody. But now I decided, okay, I'll get something for a beginner, as I am, and here we go. I got this little baby here, which is pretty awesome. Only has 2 sensors. I'm not going to really go into all the specs of this thing. There's plenty of videos on YouTube for it, so I won't get into that. But how did I get on with the first ever drone? For somebody who has never flown a drone, has never done any games really, how did I manage to use it on a job and still have it, not lost it or destroyed it? Of course I did crash it. This wasn't from my first flight. I did crash it on my first flight, which I'll show you the video of in a bit. But here's the video of me crashing it. My first ever flight on the DJI Mini 2. Here we go. So as you can see, I took my drone for a flight as recommended. Took it to a field which is open. Had some kids playing in the park. There's a skate park just further away, but it was a nice day, a little bit windy actually, but took it out, and I had never actually put a proper drone in the air before, like that. But I just went for it. My heart was pounding because it just feels scary to put something like that in the air, and you're looking at the phone. But obviously my issue was I was kind of trying to look at it where it was to not crush it or for it to get lost, and yeah, even though I've got the home button to bring it back, I hadn't actually quite grasped the whole idea of just pressing the home button to get it back. I was just a bit nervous and unsettled about the whole thing. But anyway, I took it out, put it up in the air, and managed to actually fly it quite okay. But on the one occasion, the actually first flight, I kind of went up. I couldn't see it. It was kind of in front of me, but I couldn't see it because it was a bit high. So I thought, let me turn it around to bring it back. I don't know, my coordination at this point to look at the phone and figure out where the drone is, and also to look at the drone. I'm trying to look at in the sky to see where the drone is and look at my phone. So my coordination was a bit off. So I kind of swung it around, didn't know what I was doing, and I crushed it into the trees, as you can see, and it just went tumbling down. first ever flight, and that's what happened. Fortunately, the tree that it crashed into was just the tree behind me, so I just heard it crashing. If it wasn't for that, yeah, of course I would have found it just using the app, the app on my phone. But fortunately, I just went over to it, picked it up. The arms were just folded, but all the blades were intact, everything else was intact, and there it was, my first ever flight. But after that, I've actually used it on a paid job, on a music video. I can show a little bit of the clip, maybe 2 of my favorite clips that I used it on. And in those clips, I managed to, in this clip, as you can see, I managed to do sort of like a jib shot, where I think one of them I was descending, I was kind of descending with the drone, at the same time tilting the gimbal up, the camera up, so that my subject stayed in focus or in frame, and it worked quite well, and goes to show that yes, this truly is a beginner's drone. I felt that it was so easy to use, and of course I just kept it in the cine mode the whole time. I didn't move it. I haven't actually moved it or tried it in the normal mode or sport mode, because I'm still, well, learning, so I don't want to get too excited and just crank it up into sport mode and then whoosh it goes. But yes, I believe the DJI Mini 2 is a great beginner drone, so easy to use. I feel quite confident that even if I get used to this and then I can maybe say upgrade to a much more expensive drone, if it handles the same kind of way, probably might handle even better. I would go for the investment and get something a bit more professional. Not that this isn't, because the kind of shots that you can get, or the stuff that I've seen with that people are getting with this, is just amazing. I believe Indie Mogul actually did a comparison between this, a 400-pound drone, versus an 11,000, well, I think it was US dollars, but it's a huge difference anyway. 11,000 US dollars versus probably 400 US dollars as well, or something like that, just for the drone. So, and Ted, or one of the guys from Indie Mogul, couldn't actually tell on one of the shots which was which resulted in the swapping of codes. I could put I'll put the link of that video in the description below. But it's a great comparison, because if you can compare such a high spec drone to this, then, and throw people off and not tell which one is which, then kind of means that this is a little beast of a drone. And as you can see, I crushed it because I tried to launch it from my window. Yeah, I tried to launch it from my window, and obviously it was too close to the wall. Being a newbie and all, it kind of crushed into the wall. For some reason, there was a crack on the body here at the top. I don't know. I do have the insurance for it, the DJI Mini refresh, but I don't want to use it just yet because I'm still learning it. I don't want to use up my chances of, I mean, if I can still pick it up and crush it and pick it up and it's still working, I won't use the refresh insurance. But maybe if it's really destroyed or something, then yeah, I'll go for that. But for now, since I'm still learning, I will try and use this as much as I can. As I mentioned, I do have the Fly More combo, which comes with I got 3 batteries and the strap, which is pretty awesome. And I also got the Freewell ND filters, which are pretty good. I first heard about these from Philip Scrubber. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. He's done quite a lot of videos that I've been learning from. Yeah, I knew about these from him. They're pretty awesome. But I've got a few videos that I've shot with this, and I'm going to be posting them more and more as I kind of polish up my skills, my flying skills. But the main thing for this video was, is this really a beginner drone? And I would say absolutely, most definitely is. It's probably an easy thing to use for somebody who's into gaming or who's got a much better thumb and control coordination than I do. I'm hopeless with gaming, and I mean, give me a PS console controller thing and I'm useless. But with this, it was a walk in the park, just getting it in the air. So smooth, especially the Cine mode is so smooth, and it's good. And yeah, well recommended. And by the way, this is not a sponsored video by DJI, although maybe they should sponsor me because I'm promoting this. But it is it's not sponsored, and I just think it's a great little drone that I will be using more and more, and hopefully maybe upgrade to something a bit better. But for now, I'm sticking to the DJI Mini 2 because it's awesome and I'm loving it, and can't wait to do more stuff with it. And I'll be posting more, I don't know, videos on it, hopefully, and hopefully it'll be more cinematic stuff. But for now, thank you for watching, and please do subscribe to my channel. I'm growing, so I need all the subs that I can get. And yeah, thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one, whenever that is, when I do another one. But for now, take it easy. Peace.